More answers, presented by Mazda BT-50. More is more.
Hello there, welcome along to our weekly look at what's happening in the world of AFL football. I'm Russell Barwick, here's Sam Kekovich, and this is all brought to you by the Mazda BT-50, which is one of the all-time greats. Unfortunately,
fantastic.
One man who won't be remembered as one of the all-time greats is Mark Neal. Did they do the right thing, given it was the bye, and they didn't lose, so it was probably one of their best performances in recent weeks?
No, everyone but blind Freddie Neal was on its way. There's no doubt Melbourne were compelled to make the decision they did.
But why didn't they do it on the Monday before the bye rather than on the weekend or the Monday after?
No, I think the timing was they had Peter Jackson had a meeting with the AFL. I think it was all contingent upon the meeting their financial demands and also their priority drafting pick. It was all contingent upon sacking the coach, getting rid of the president, and having a clean sweep. OK, so who takes over? You've got Paul Roos, you've got Mark Williams, Rodney Eade, plus a few of the assistants. Well, clearly the number one target is... I can't believe that John Worsfold's not even in the mix, and you can get Scotty Burns go across to the West Coast. Well, look, priority one is obvious, as you and I know, and the entire football world campfire knows that Paul Roos is there. You sat with him on the plane recently. What did he say? It was the day after. Well, it's always a bit, hedging here and hedging there, but the reality is, once upon a time was an emphatic no. I'm not going to coach again. Now, I'll talk to them. Well, what's that say? I'm available. If the right carrot's dangled in front of him, there's no doubt he'll accept it. He's the number one target. If not, they'll look at Williams, they'll look at Eade. Do you think, knowing Roosy as we know him, I mean, he's not ego-driven, but again, there's nobody's ever conquered Sydney and conquered Melbourne. It's a very enticing carrot, isn't it? Well, yeah, maybe enticing. I don't know if that would be enough to drive him there, but I think, as you rightfully alluded to, his family, his kids are now finishing school. One of them's got an enormous amount of talent in terms of the game, footy. I know his wife's American, but she might be ready to move south too. So I don't think he's weighed down by all those other peripheral issues that would preclude him from moving. OK, and one final one. The bye this week and last week, well, over the 3-week period, still takes the air out of things. And with the Socceroos and the Origin and one or two other things on, is it the right thing to do? They've got to have the bye, but should they just go 1 week off, everyone come back next week? Well, I tend to think so. Look, scheduling... Look, we have this argument every year. Every year. With every code. Every code. Scheduling's an issue. Every time. And we look at it and we look at it and we look at it and we still can't, we're none the wiser. So I reckon they've probably done as well as they can under the circumstances. Well, they need the TV. They need the TV, games. Right. I hated to have a whole weekend off. They've got other issues that are determining and governing their decision. OK, plenty of stories making headlines in the AFL, and Kirk Tippett didn't even have time to talk about him as he makes his debut for the Swans this week. Good luck to him. Against Port Adelaide, I might add, not Adelaide Crows. I reckon there'll be a few Adelaide Crows fans that might turn up just to throw tomatoes, and I say that in a gesture, in a funny way, not in a physical throw tomato. Derogatory manner. OK, that'll do it for us. Thanks to the Mazda BT-50. We'll see you next week.